Hey, what's up? It's Padee and welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my first impressions on Rare Beauty. I picked up some products from Rare Beauty and my Sephora package came in. I thought it would be a perfect time to sit down and test these products and let you know my thoughts. I got 3 of their holiday sets. This one is their Lip and Cheek 4-piece mini set. This comes with their Love Matte Blush, Joy Dewy Blush, Support Lip Balm, and Transform Matte Lip Cream. This one is their Mini Lip Souffle Matte Lip Cream Duo. It comes with their Inspire and Fearless Matte Lip Cream. And this one is their Lip and Cheek 2-piece mini duo. It comes with their Bliss Matte Blush and Thankful Lip Balm. I think these sets are so cute and definitely great for the holidays. Great for gifting to yourself or someone special. So I'm actually going to start off by applying the Dewy Skin Balm in the shade Thankful onto my lips. Nice and moisturizing with a good amount of pigment. Next, I'm going to apply the Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Prime and Set Mist. I'm going to shake it up. This is an ultra-fine glow boosting mist that hydrates, primes, sets, and refreshes the skin. It smells very botanical, like a spa, very refreshing. And there is like oil, so you have to make sure you shake it up so you can mix everything together. Next, I'm going to prime using the Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer. And this one is actually the 0.5 ounce version. I decided not to get the full size because I wasn't sure how much I would end up using. So here, let me pump one out. Ooh, it is illuminating. This kind of reminds me of the Becca primer. I like it. Let's try it on the face. I love this glow. Oh my gosh, I got some of my balm up here. I love this lit from within kind of look. It feels very hydrating too, which I love. Okay, we're gonna go in with one more pump on the other side of my face. If you do not like a glowy primer, you're not going to like this. But if you are here for the glow, then I think you're going to really like this. On the Sephora website, it's saying it's a weightless, silicone-free gel primer enriched with ultra-fine pearls for a lit from within glow. Yes, it truly is. All right, time to add some coverage. This is the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation in the shade 210N. 210 is described as a light medium with neutral beige undertones. Here's a little swatch of the product. After I did like their shade finder quiz on Sephora's website, they matched me with this shade. So I'm gonna go with it and hope for the best. I love the packaging. I think it's really cute. It has this jumbo doe foot applicator. And instead of drawing it all over my face, I'm actually going to apply some of the foundation on the back of my hand and then take a foundation brush to apply it on my face. On the Sephora website, it's saying it's a weightless foundation with concentrated pigments that feel barely there while providing buildable medium to full coverage with a natural finish. I love me some full coverage. I love me a natural finish. So I'm excited to give this a try. All right, so taking my Sigma Beauty foundation brush, the F60. I think this might be too dark based on the swatch on the back of my hand, but let's just give it a go. Now that I have an even layer all over my face, I'm going to take my Sonia Kashuk beauty sponge and blend it in. I think the shade match is pretty good. I thought it would be too dark, but it looks pretty good to me. The foundation isn't really blending around my nose area. That's really weird. I think I need to I need to zoom you in so you can see what's happening. This is kind of weird. I was so hopeful. Okay, hold on. Let's zoom. All right, so here's all my pores in all its glory. And I don't know if you can tell, but the foundation around my nose is not blending. I would say that the coverage is more light medium rather than full. But we'll give it another try and blend it in again. I don't know, it's like the nose area is separating and that kind of bothers me. Let's give it a try. I don't know what's happening, but it's like almost like coming off. Like it's almost better if you like wipe it like this and wipe it off the nose. And like that's not what you want to do with foundation. Like you want coverage. I don't know what happened because I used their primer, so I would assume that the primer is supposed to work with the foundation. Okay, I so wanted this to work, so let's shake it up and try it again, but this time instead of applying it with a foundation brush, I'm just going to apply it with the doe foot applicator. I have been applying my foundation with my foundation brush, so that's what I'm used to doing. But maybe this foundation needs me to do something different. So let's try this instead. This foundation feels very like oily in a way. This is where I mainly need more coverage. So I'm just going to apply it in the middle of my face. Okay. Okay, so let's try blending this in again. Okay, so now that looks very full coverage. I'm noticing that the foundation is kind of separating around the nose area. It's not like very, very bad and noticeable. It's like when you look up close, you're like, oh, something needs to be blended. But then when you blend it, it's not quite blending. And then the foundation is like gathering up on the corner, you know, like in this crease of my nose. I don't know how to explain it, but like right here, it's like gathering up and like, I don't like that. And of course I apply a lot, but I do that with a lot of my other foundations and I don't get this problem. Weird. I do love that I get that natural glow with this foundation, but it's not blending in the way I want it to blend. We're going to leave it at this and apply some concealer. This is the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer in the shade 210N, medium light with neutral beige undertones. Comes with the doe foot applicator, quite jumbo as well. Let me just swatch both of them side by side for you. This one is the foundation and this one is the concealer. I would actually say that the concealer is more yellow and the foundation is more neutral. And in my opinion, the concealer is looking a little bit lighter, which I'm totally okay with. I am a-okay with concealers being a lighter shade than your foundation because I love to highlight under the eye area. The concealer consistency is thicker than the foundation. The foundation is very liquidy. On the Sephora website, it says it's a lightweight hydrating concealer with cake-free, medium to full coverage that lasts while brightening skin with a radiant finish. I love me some radiance. All right, let's blend this in. I really wanted this foundation and concealer to just like be everything I wanted in a foundation and concealer. But you know, when it's one of those days where you're like, I have a really bad makeup day, I'm just gonna take it all off and like stay in bed. That's how I'm feeling right now. Like I want it to work out so much, but it just doesn't look like I'm gonna have a good foundation day. It just looks like every layer that I have put on my skin so far is like sitting on top of each other rather than like blending in together, which is so weird to say, but like that's how it looks and feels. Like I feel like I have 5 layers of stuff on my face rather than like my normal foundation face routine. It just like everything kind of melts into the skin. It like feels like your skin. So when it says natural, I don't know, it doesn't really feel like natural, like my face, but better. I do think I will have to like powder and set my face all over, maybe quite heavy, because I feel like the foundation will move if I do not do that. So that's what I'm gonna do. But of course, before powder, I have to apply my liquids, and I have to apply my liquid blushes. I'm so excited for the liquid blushes. I have high hopes for those, so I really hope they do not fail me because I really, really want those to work out as well. Of course, like you buy makeup hoping that things work out, right? You don't buy makeup like hoping things are gonna fail. So anyways, let's get into the blushes. So I have 3 shades of the Soft Pinch liquid blushes. This one is in the shade Bliss, which is a matte nude pink. This one is in the shade Joy, which is a dewy muted peach. And this one is in the shade Love, which is a matte terracotta. So here's how the 3 shades look like after I blended them out. This one is Bliss, Joy, and Love. You can definitely tell that Bliss and Love are matte, and Joy is dewy. It's giving off that dewy vibe. So I'm really excited about the shade Bliss. I love me a matte nude pink color. I'm going to apply it to the back of my hand and blend it in with my beauty sponge. I don't think applying it directly onto my cheeks is going to be a good idea. So let's just try it like this first. I'm going to use the bottom. That is really, really pretty. That was super, super subtle. I'm just going to, for the heck of it, apply the shade Joy on top to see how Joy looks like. And again, I'm going to apply it to the back of my hand first. I'm going to tone it down with the concealer side. That looks super pretty. Wow, I think Joy looks really good on my skin. The foundation and concealer has settled into my fine lines around the eye area, around the creases. It's creased over here, and it's looking quite cakey around the nose area. I'm gonna pat it down, and hopefully powder will fix all of that. So I lost my dewy natural glow, but I would say my foundation and face makeup overall looks so much better now that I set with powder. It's so weird because I actually have dry skin, so I would assume that these products would look amazing and be so nice and hydrating for my skin. But for some odd reason, it just feels, I don't know, a little too heavy. All right, I'm back with my face makeup done. I am liking it a lot better now. So that powder fixed everything. It did also tone down the blush. So it really depends on if you like a loud blush or if you're okay with a more toned down, more matte blush. I really like what it did to the blush. I actually really think it pulled the look together. I'm going to spray my face with the mist again and really hoping this doesn't ruin my face makeup. This looks good. It kind of helped set everything and melt everything in place, so I like that. I have 3 Lip Souffle Matte Cream Lipsticks. This one is in the shade Inspire, which is a bright red, Selena's go-to shade. This one is in the shade Fearless, a deep mauve rose. And this one is in the shade Transform, a deep wine shade. I think I'm going to go with the shade Inspire. If it's Selena's go-to shade, you can't go wrong with it, right? This is how the applicator looks like. Similar to a doe foot applicator, except it's more angled like this and then cut off at the top. I feel like I haven't worn a very loud lipstick in a really long time, so this is making me a little nervous. And I also feel like it may not match the blush, but let's just give it a try anyways. All right, what do you think about this shade? I honestly feel like it doesn't look that great on me, but it looks so good on Selena. All right, so this is the final look. What do you guys think? So the mist was good. I would say that it's really nice and hydrating, and the smell is just so nice. You get that spa experience. However, I just feel like the other mist that I own, I prefer. The spray on it wasn't the best. So this for me, I would say would be a pass. I wouldn't recommend getting it if you already have a setting mist that you enjoy. The primer, I actually really enjoyed this. I loved how illuminating it was. I felt like it made my skin look so good. Definitely a primer I want to keep trying out and would recommend if you love that glow. This is definitely a primer to check out. And I love that they have a smaller size so you can try it out before you commit to the bigger size. So that's also a plus for me. The foundation and concealer, I'm going to review them both together and say these are both passes for me, unfortunately. I feel like today my makeup is very lacking and I just feel like I'm not having the best makeup day, and I think it's due to these products right here. These 2 products just didn't do it for me, and it's very unfortunate because I was really excited reading the claims. I was really hopeful, but for some odd reason, they're just both really hard to blend and they sit on the skin not that well. However, I love the shade match. I feel like it matches perfectly to me, so that was great. I really love it when a brand matches my shade just right. But other than the shade match, I just felt like there's foundations out there that I like a lot better. So both pass for me. The blushes, I actually loved these. These ones definitely get the thumbs up. I think these are so cute. If you wanted to try more than one but didn't want to commit to buying 3 full-size products, then you can get like the little mini kits. If you love a cream blush, then these ones I definitely recommend. So the lipsticks, I feel like all of the colors that they came out with are very loud in my opinion. There's not very many nudes. Personally, I don't feel like I would purchase the full sizes just because I don't live in these colors. If you do, then I feel like the full sizes make sense. It's not quite a drying liquid lipstick, but it's not a traditional lipstick either. So if you want that more mattifying but creamy but soft and non-drying kind of lipstick, then these ones are great. I'm excited to see if they come out with a nude range. I'm going to be all up in those nudes. Until then these ones are going to be passes for me just because of the shade range, but I really do like the formula. This shade is Inspire. This shade is Fearless. This shade is Transform. And for the lip balms, I honestly feel like instead of lip balms, these are more like lipsticks. However, I do still really like these. These are very lightweight. It's not so heavy and pigmented, but it's also not light and sheer either. So you get a good amount of pigment and you get a good amount of hydration. With that being said, I would still definitely repurchase the shade Thankful. I really liked this, how it looked, how it performed. It was nice and moisturizing, but it gave me a good amount of pigment, and the shade is perfect. So this is the Dewy Lip Balm in the shade Support. So I decided to wipe it off and apply the shade Thankful. I like this shade a lot better. Here's a swatch of Thankful. And here's a swatch of Support. Thankful and Support. So thank you so much for watching this review / first impressions. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Please also click that bell icon to be notified every time I post a new video. Also follow me on my other socials. I am at Padee Tina Kong. Make sure to leave me a comment below to let me know what videos you would like to see next, or let me know what you thought about the products I mentioned in this video. I hope to see you in my next video. As always, have a beautiful Padeeful day. Bye!